Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Gemini might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take a second and ask you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is going to be for May 2022. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless, so whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Now, if you're feeling like it doesn't completely resonate with you, of course, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest, and if you know your other planetary placements, feel free to listen to those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect with Spirit and ask for any love messages for Gemini for the month of May 2022. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Gemini for May 2022? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Gemini for May 2022? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and divide these into 3 stacks. And the card on the bottom of the deck is Temperance. Okay, so Temperance is going to be your overall energy for this reading. And as we go through this spread, I'm going to show you how this card is going to relate to the other cards that come up. And of course, Temperance is about finding that divine balance, that give and take in any given situation. And I'm going to go ahead and place that there at the head of this reading. And for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows. And the first row pertains to you, the things that you have recently gone through in your recent past, things you're currently dealing with, and things that are approaching. All right. Now the second column has to do with your twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart. This could be a karmic partner. Perhaps it's an ex that you still have those really strong soul ties with that you wish to reconcile or reunite with. Okay. And that third column has to do with our obstacles and challenges, fears, anxieties, and the things that we do to ourselves to self-sabotage. All right, and the fourth row has to do with outcome. Now, of course, tarot isn't prophecy or anything. It's simply about the energies that are going to be surrounding you at a particular time. So knowing that these energies are there, if it is pointing to a particular outcome that you're not happy with, you can divert, you can go to plan B, you can be aware that those energies and obstacles are there and use it to your own advantage. Now I'm going to put these cards here, but I've got 2 cards in each of the 4 rows, and I'm going to do that 2 more times, kind of a past, present, future scenario. And by the time we get to the end of the reading, we're going to have a better understanding about what's going on. So we're starting the reading with the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. All right, now the Queen of Cups, a very, very emotional, sensitive, sentimental energy going on here. And this is really and truly how you feel inside. And a lot of times you put on the facade of being a lot stronger than you are, say emotionally. And sometimes this is to the dismay of the people that are in your life. You see these waters are behind this, like tears of a clown. He's smiling. He's got his back to his problems. He's ignoring them, pretending as if they don't exist. A type of diversion that's going on, completely focused on what he's doing and not actually addressing the problems. When it comes to healing, you have to put aside substances. You have to put aside distractions. Sometimes you have to spend a lot of time alone and actually deal with whatever trauma or thing from your past is bothering you, so that you can move forward in your life. there is nothing wrong with being sensitive, emotional, sentimental, but so when things come at you like that and they are hurting you, for you to distract yourself rather than dealing with the trauma is not good. However, a lot of people in your life, like when you need time alone in order to deal with this, they take it as a personal injury to them. They feel like you're completely ignored. If you see these ships back here being tossed around, these people in these ships, they're feeling such distress at the fact that you're ignoring them that these people in the ship, they don't know if they're going to live, they don't know if they're going to die, and that's basically how the people in your life feel when you walk away or you ignore them. It's very, very strong emotion, and you as an empath, you absorb these people's emotions, and it makes your own anxieties escalate even more so. So the trick is finding some way to find that balance. And like I was saying at the beginning, sometimes you have to put away distractions and you have to put away other things and actually deal with what has caused your injury, basically, to so that you can deal with the things that come up in your life. Okay, now the second row, you have the Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so you do actually have quite a bit of love that you are wanting to give. You want that equal relationship. You want that that reciprocity. You want that person to get you as well as you get them. This person in your life that is either from your past coming up or the one that you're with right now does have a lot of love to offer you, and they are here. They're like, here, I'm putting myself in front of you. This is me, you know, take my veil off, whatever. I'm presenting myself to you honestly and openly, and this is the thing that you crave and you desire most, but at the same time it scares you more than anything. In your obstacles and challenges, fears and anxieties, you have this Four of Swords, and this is a situation where, of course, you need to take time to heal, just like we were talking about at the beginning of this read, so that you can have the type of relationship that you want. One of the distractions that you may have had is maybe you have a little more flirtatious, maybe you've got a little bit of a player mentality, never really growing close to somebody. Even if you've had relationships, like I'm saying, that partying type attitude that you may have had keeps you from actually dealing with the day-to-day and everyday things that are going on. So when you have this Four of Swords, this means that you do need to take more introspection. You need to take more time on your own, think about things and do that healing. So you see he's laying here on this coffin, okay? And there's a whole story behind that about soldiers coming back from war in ancient times, and they would build their own coffins before they would go off to war. When they would come home, they would go to this place of healing, and they would like sleep on their coffins so that they know exactly how they close they came to dying. Okay, and you see, even though there's three swords here, there's one by his hand. That speaks to a little bit of like PTSD going on in your life because of things in your past that have hurt you. And you know, you are a master of distracting yourself from those hurts. Okay, so when we get to your outcome, we have the Six of Pentacles and we have Five of Swords. And Six of Pentacles, this is a situation where you feel like you're giving and giving and giving to somebody to the point that it's almost depleting yourself. And that's where that healing and taking that time out for that is going to, you know, come about. And this person, because they need so much attention from you, they pick fights, they trigger you, they get in your face, because when you are withdrawn into yourself and distracted from what is going on, they have their own healing to do. You cannot heal for another person, okay? And if you're an injured person and they're an injured person, it might not actually be the best time for either of you to be in a relationship. But when you show the wisdom to walk away from an argument, they're left bewildered. They don't know what to do. They're just left there to sit there and you know, figure things out. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the next set of cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Good cards. In your partner's column, we have the Tower and the Death card. In your obstacles and challenges, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. And in your outcome, Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, there is a lot of new opportunity that is going to be opening up to you. The universe is offering you this love. Like I said, this is more time to take on that healing, that decision making, the putting your head above your heart and your emotions and making the right choices for yourself. You see this little doorway here? When you walk through it, you're going to leave behind all these obstacles that have been in your life and all these hurts and distractions. So this is a good time for that healing, so that when you go through and you accept this gift from the universe, that you're not carrying any excess trauma or things from your past. So you have the Tower and the Death card in your partner's column, and as I was saying, although this might have been a very beautiful idea of a relationship when you first started, it was never on any great solid foundation. You see, it is built on ice. There's thunder, there's storms, there's lightning, there's fire. People are trying to escape at all costs. They're jumping out of windows. The Tower gives us the opportunity that once this is destructed and you can see, deconstructed, you can see where the faults were and where the imperfections were. It allows you to move on and recreate again. Whether you go back to this person, it's not a good idea unless you both have done the time and done the healing. The Death card signifies that this is an end to a relationship, an end to the way it was before. It also offers the chance of resurrection, because after death always comes resurrection. And after the Tower, we always get the Star card, okay? And the Star card is about those feelings of renewal and baptism and washing away all of the hurt and the things that came into our life prior to that. So when we get to obstacles and challenges, you have that Knight of Pentacles and you have the Five of Pentacles, and they're kind of opposing, because you do long for the security and the stability that a relationship would offer you. But like I've been saying, until you do that healing, that stability that another person can be offering you is a crutch. And what is the self-sabotage here? Okay, so the self-sabotage is you feel separate from this person. You miss their absence. You miss that presence. You also miss the destructive and toxic part of the relationship, because it helps to distract you from the problems that you might have had early in life or at some other point in your life, okay? And so it also recreates the trauma that we went through when these traumas were formed. And even though it might not be something you like, it's something that's familiar. So there is a very uncomfortable comfortableness when you're with this person. So even though it is for the best that you separate, you still miss that connection. Now, when we get to your outcome, we have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Wands. And this is just you becoming weary of having to defend the reasons why you need to be alone. And as you're doing this, you're finding out that your partner may have not been as faithful to you. There may have been some third-party situations or three-party situations going on where you feel absolutely betrayed. Like, how could they absolutely do this? But your partner tends to want to blame these things on you because they did not receive enough from you because of your hurt and your trauma and you trying to distract yourself from what is actually going on. Okay, now we get to the third set of cards. We have the Devil, and we have that Star card we were talking about a minute ago. All right, Hierophant and the Six of Cups is in your partner's column. in your obstacles and challenges, you have the Queen of Swords and the Three of Cups. Okay, now when you get to that outcome, you're going to have the Page of Pentacles and the Judgment card. So in this first set of cards, of course, we have the Devil card, which is about a lot of, it can be addictions, whether that is drugs, sex, whatever is going on in your life. The things that you were using they can also be just self-destructive reasoning and attitudes. They don't necessarily have to be substance abuse, alcohol, any of those type of things that were keeping you from actually focusing on that new beginning after this tower has fallen. So it gives you the opportunity to rebuild and come out brand new. Now when you do that, you see there are 8 stars on this card, and that denotes luck and new beginnings. So when you get to your partner's card, well, you have the Hierophant and you have the Six of Cups. So this means that, you know, you want your soulmate. We all do. Okay, now this is somebody that you might have known a really, really long time. This is like an innocent type of love. This is the things that you actually yearn for and think about. When you know you are thinking about this is the person that you view as your ideal partner, that could be your ideal mate, and that you would be an ideal mate for. Now, obstacles and challenges, you have the Queen of Swords and Three of Cups. There's going to be people from your past who know you as this party person, and they're going to want you to come back in. Part of healing, part of detoxing, part of recovery, whether it's emotional, physical, or it's like some kind of alcohol or drug abuse. When you participate in the company of people from your past that you used to party with, this triggers you and can help you fall right back into those same old ugly patterns. Even if it's somebody from your past that you used to party with and they've cleaned their act up, your brain is still going to make those connections with that person of partying, and you can both fall back into the same old patterns. So this Queen of Swords energy is saying that when this happens, you need to recognize it for what it is. Okay, you're a new person, you have new beginnings, you're going to have new connections coming up, build on those. Don't keep going back to your connections in the past just because you're feeling as if you are lonely, okay? And then when we get to their final outcome, we have Judgment and we have the Page of Pentacles. So, yes, this is the time that you are going to have to choose which fork in the road you're going to take, okay? What you are going to have to offer. You're going to have a lot of opportunities that are going to be coming up for you as far as career, and even in relationships, there's going to be some type of stability. Whether you are ready for that, whether you've done the time, whether you've taken the time to heal yourself, that's completely up to you, and that's where this Judgment card comes in. Sometimes after that Death card, you see, we have the Lovers that are resurrecting. This could be someone from your past that has seen the total growth that you have shown and gone through, and they may be reaching back out to you to reconnect. Okay, Gemini, so that is your reading for May 2022. Sounds like I'm losing my voice. It's just allergies. There's so much pollen here. Okay, guys, I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.